Tom talked about in the classroom this morning as we opened up. These two sessions are just critical to get ourselves prepared to go to open lapping, okay? So what we want to try to minimize in these first sessions when we cycle you out in front is large mistakes, okay? Missing corners, turning in from the wrong side of the track, applying the brakes too late, not seeing corners to the last minute. So don't let the speed of the vehicle or your desire to go fast exceed your vision limitations initially, okay? So the track's going to look very, very different. Start off slow, just focus on hitting your marks, doing everything at once, applying the brakes once, turning in once, not having to make too many compromises basically and adjustments. As we approach the racetrack though, once again, we'll always remind you to clear your minds and start to dedicate that focus to driving these cars on the track. Also, make sure your active rev match system has been turned on. So just ensure that gear indicator has turned to an orange or amber color. We're going to roll directly onto the racetrack. We're going to do about a lap and a half, just kind of warm up, getting the tires up to temperature where you're going to remain behind me, get ourselves reacquainted with the racetrack this morning before we start to cycle the first driver out in front of me. Guys, very, very, very important that you stay to the right of this merge line, never cross over this white dotted line. That's going to be especially important when we go to open lapping. Now the pace we're going right now is warm-up pace, okay? So when we ask you to do a warm-up lap for your open lapping sessions, this is the type of pace you want to do, okay? This is important. Not only to get yourself, doing everything right that first lap and warming the tires up even in the open lapping sessions, but to allow yourself a little bit of room before the last car is released onto the front straightaway there. That way you don't come around and then you're already running into traffic that may be on a warm-up lap as well, so just be aware of that. That first lap is important to everyone. Here before we put Barry out in front of me next lap. For guys to the bus stop, first curve and third curve. Out of the bus stop to the middle of the racetrack, right in the middle seams, and then start turning back to the right. And we don't want to, remember, don't overdrive the loop thinking that you're going to go fast, okay? It should just all be about precision through here and focusing on that drive onto the front straightaway. Gradually and smoothly building up that pace. rotation. We're going to meet Barry out in front of me. Unwind out first. Okay, Barry, you can start squeezing that power, and I'm going to move to the middle, pass me on the left here. I'm going to jump back in line in front of Rich. I didn't get going there, Rich and Mike. Too far out to the left there, okay, and then you're waiting too long to turn back to the right. Make it a little bit more gradual movement. Nice job through the loop, Barry. Look down that front straightaway. Really well done so far, Barry. One thing I'd say is probably use a little less brake pressure everywhere, but be longer on the brake pedal. To the right, ease that brake pressure back. Once again, just a little less. But you're looking great. The line looks very, very precise, Barry, so keep up the good work. Just a little less brake pressure. But lighten up on it. There. But start picking up the power down a little bit. Smoothly. There you go. Good drive. Looking left. Up here, look to the right and drag the brakes gently. Okay, now turn in. A little too heavy. Okay, we'll work on that in the next lap. Right. Start accelerating gently. All the way down. Good light brake pressure, look left. There you go, that's good. Good balance. A little firmer on the brake. Right. Good, start to squeeze and unwind. A little behind the car this morning. Try to get your eyes a little further ahead. Back there, Reg. Okay, lighten up, lighten up. A little too heavy with the brakes, so we're completely off the brakes as we go through that first curve. We want to be lightly on the brakes all the way through the first curve. Look right. A little better, but still a little late. Add a little power. There we go. Now look left. Start squeezing. All the way down. Lighten up on your brake, lighten up. There you go. Now a little power, a little more steering, a little more throttle. Throttle steer in, start squeezing back down, full throttle now. There you go, light brakes. Your line's looking good, Barry, so we can start to gently pick that pace up. Look left. Now start building up that throttle. There you go. All the way down. I'll apply the brakes earlier, right there. There you go. Now ease up on your brakes. Ease up. Start to lighten up. Yeah, you're carrying that slowing brake pressure for a little too long, so we're not balancing into the corner. So I want you to lighten up on the brakes halfway through your braking zone. Keep the brake lights on down the hill. Right brake, look left. Now start to squeeze down gently. All the way. Pick it up, looking left. Light brake pressure. Look right. Bring it in. You're parking it on the way into the corner. You're coming off the brake every time you turn in. Drag the brake gently. Gotta work on that. Otherwise your line's looking really good, but we're just not balancing enough. Turn the brake lights on. Look to the left. That's good. Okay, we're going to do a rotation on the back straight, so be prepared for that. Nice job, Barry. Your line looks phenomenal. Okay, very good line. I just want you to use a little less brake pressure overall everywhere. You're coming off the brakes as soon as you're turning the steering wheel in because you're using too much brake pressure throughout your braking zone. So really try to work on that. Use a little less overall brake pressure. Lighten up on the brakes sooner. So, Rich, you're clear to go on by me on the left side. Barry, you're going to jump behind the white number 1. For that first curve on the right, light brake pressure. Okay, good. Looking to the left now. I'll accelerate a little bit. Light brakes look right. Bring it in. Start turning. You guys are waiting way too long to steer into the carousel. You gotta look to the right sooner. Light brakes looking right. Good. Right side. Accelerate. Turn a little more over the top there. There we go. Now accelerate. Up to the left and right. It's a little early on our turn in, okay? If you notice we get to that white line before the near apex. Throttle steer it in, start accelerating straight down. Now you want to balance, you want to get to the brakes before you turn to the left. That's going to help the car change direction better. Throttle steer in, now start squeezing down. All the way. Great job, Rich. A little late to the brakes, so just carry your brakes deeper into the corner there. There you go, good recovery. Start to squeeze the power in. Looking good, Rich, looking really good. Look left. Turn it tighter. Now start to unwind and accelerate. To the left here. Thank you. Light brakes look right. Good, okay, add a little power. Looking across to the right. Back to your power. Good precision, Rich. Try not to hit the brakes through the kink. That's a place where you definitely don't want to hit them. Look left. Looking right. A little late on the downshift there. That's why we have to slow down so much for the corner. Unwind out to the left and accelerate. Keep accelerating. Keep going up to the 1 marker. Keep going. Keep going. Now apply the brakes downshift. Now carry your brakes. Carry your brake all the way in. Stay on the brake pedal. Stay on the brake pedal. Now back to your power. There you go. That was good. Middle. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. There you go. Now back to your throttle. There you go. Good job. Much better. Look right. Good. Now look left and turn the wheel more to get to your apex. Turn more. More, more, more. Now back to your power. There you go. Left a little longer. Now start turning right about there. Good. Now back to your power a little bit right here. Good. That was much better. Start squeezing. Good little adjustments with the brake. I can see you using that balance to help out. Start squeezing power. The brakes right here, okay? Now start to lighten up on your brake pressure and look right, lighten up. There you go, good balance, good. Keep turning. Now start to accelerate and unwind. That was much better. Good. Tight brakes looking left. Keep turning the wheel until you get there. It's okay if you're on that apex curving a little early. Just hold it until the reference point, then unwind. Look left. Brakes, we want to get to the left a little sooner for 5A. And right. Out to the left, look right. Let it roll. Back to your power. Good job. Much better not hitting the brakes there. Light brake pressure down to the left. Okay, we're going to do a rotation on the back. We want to try to stay off that entry curving though, okay? Just execute 7 when you do the rotation, guys, okay? I just warn you so you guys don't take off down the back straight. You're going to be waiting on that red 51 here in a moment. Mike, you're clear out in front. I jump back in line there, Rich. Nice job, sir. You guys are looking real good. Yeah, just a little late on the turn, and that's why the car got a little wide on you through there. To steer more than what was necessary. Nice balance, Mike. Start picking it up. Looking really good. We might just be a little heavy with our feet. That's why the car's a little bit upset through the center of certain corners. Missed that apex a little bit. We're picking up the power too soon and we're getting a little understeer.
Slow down.
Good. Now pick up the power smooth. Finesse it. Look right. Back to it. Smooth. Balance. And left. Okay, now remember, get to this apex in the carousel sooner. Start turning. Good. Now back your power. There you go. That's better. Drag the brakes. Don't tap them. Back to your power smoothly. Now, let's fix turn 2. Okay, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, get into the apex, accelerate, full throttle. Now balance before you turn. Get the front end in check. Okay, now patience. Now add a little power. Be steady with the throttle. Don't modulate it as much. Ease it once. Start squeezing down. That's perfect. Pick it up. You got it. That's how you do it. Nice job. Good balance. A little early, but it's okay. We're not exceeding that white line. Smooth out those hands a little bit. We apexed early because we brought the steering wheel in too quick. Good. Now back to your power a little sooner. Pick it up. There you go. Light brakes, down step. Don't overslow. Back to power. Nice job. Good, looking right. Okay, please go to the right for me there, Mike, and slow down. You're going to come to pretty much nearly a stop. Just keep the tires rolling. A couple miles per hour. We're going to gather the group up. That was nice, Mike. Okay, much better through turn 2. But one thing I want you to work on is when you're balancing, when you don't really need to slow down, but you're just a short balance, don't tap the brake. Don't, I see the brake lights just flash on and off. I want to see them on for like a second or two. So that will keep the car a little bit more stable and composed in a faster transition. So you're going to be waiting on that gray number 19. So just hang out over to the right. He'll be by you here in a moment. Barry, bring it up behind me. Okay, guys, right here, I want you guys to start turning to the right sooner. Okay, you're going way too far out to the left side, some of us. So that will help you get a better radius for this apex into the loop. wait out there so long, you have to turn really tight, and it kind of places you shallow for your approach into there. Over the loop, give it enough steering on the way up to that first apex so you ride that curving down. I see you guys kind of giving up on the steering a little bit. Just 20 more degrees on the steering wheel will help you out get straighter sooner. You guys did a phenomenal job. I mean, I have no complaints. Your lines were awesome when you were out in front of me. I mean, a couple feet here and there, not a big deal. But the second lap, you guys made a huge improvement if I asked for it. So I'm doing a really, really good job. Now, I want you to check something out here. Barry, try to follow me down into turn 2. I want you to do something with me here. I want you to just turn the brake lights on and not slow down. I want you to work on this full cool down lap, each and every one of you. I want you to develop your balance a little bit better, okay? Because we're a little too heavy with the brakes in certain spots, and we're overslowing our entries, and then we're not balancing, so then we have to turn the steering wheel more than what we need to do normally, okay? Because we're not balancing. So follow me and just turn the brake lights on and trust me in the car here a little bit. Just follow me through, okay? Carry your brakes all the way to the apex and feel that balance. Okay, that's what I want you guys to work on. So let's work on it this lap. We'll keep it in 4th gear, try to execute our line perfectly, but use the least amount of brake pressure for the longest amount of time possible. And hopefully this is making sense a little bit. We got to develop this a little bit better. I'm slowing down as much for some of these corners, using a lighter, longer brake pressure. See, my brake lights are on, but I'm not really slowing down a lot. Like down through here, Barry, watch this. Just try to carry that momentum with that brake pedal. Okay, all the way down into turn 7. All right, nice job, gentlemen. Okay, let's go ahead and get that right turn signal on and move over to the right side in preparation to exit. Once again, I have no complaints as far as your line's concerned. You guys did a really, really good job as far as that. Want to definitely in the next session bump the entry speeds up a little bit, not use as much brake pressure in certain places with Barry and Rich. Mike, I'd like you to be a little longer on duration with balance, okay? So, in certain places like going in the loop, drag the brake for a little longer as opposed to going into the corner kind of deep and then tapping it to try to get that car to rotate. I kind of see what you're doing. But because it puts that car into that little bit of a slip angle, a little bit of a slide, then it delays. Sometimes when we get to the power, we have to fight with the car a little bit. And Barry and Rich, we just need to break a little less brake pressure overall once again so we carry that momentum in, and we're forced to balance the car into the corner, which in turn allows us to not have to turn the steering wheel as much.